All right, guys, big news here. We are headed to Full Potential to meet with Jeff and Adrian from Emtron. Those guys, and also Dave from TappClutch, also Ken from Push Turbo, have been working tirelessly on this car, and we're very involved in this car being produced at the beginning stages. So they've been just trying to perfect everything, whether it's lining up clutching or swapping out clutches or adding more fans, just to get things perfected and dialed so that your car is just dialed to the T. Also getting a little bit more horsepower with that Emtron ECU, as you all are very well aware. I've done a TappClutch, and with Pro E5, I've done a big ECU change to my Polaris Pro R, and that's pretty much what these guys are doing. A lot of big aftermarket stuff to these Speed UTVs to just get them a lot more aggressive, a little bit faster, and get your temps down. Also make the car a little reliable. So here we go. Let's introduce the guy. Just getting this baby tuned up. Can we video this?
Secret squirrel.
The mad scientist going to town, huh? Just downloading a new tune, a 91 tune, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the arrow.
New clutch. What are we doing here?
Well, first you gotta tell them what I gotta. What did you just tell me right now?
You gotta explain to me what to do.
You gotta double shear this, right?
No, we're not gonna double share. We're gonna. Well, not this part. But we're gonna.
It's a good thing for
Hey,
editing.
listen. I need you to drill the hole, but drill it straight. Okay.
Use your good eye.
Straight. The turbo's on the other side of that.
Just right into the turbo.
Come on. You burning? Is your arm burning?
No, it's not.
No?
It's just bent drill bit.
Straight.
So you fucking bent it.
Download.
All right, we got Michael here, and I get this looks like a mess. Todd did not do his due diligence and clean the car. It's very dirty. I would be embarrassed if I was him at this point. But what do you got going on here? Are we putting an Emtron in this big boy?
Yeah, so we're putting an Emtron ECU, and right now I just took out the stock harness.
Todd decided to right in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So we're getting rid of the stock harness, and you're gonna put the Emtron harness in.
Yes.
And that's that bad boy right there?
And that's this bad boy right here, and it gets rid of a lot of other wires that they use
Okay.
for certain other little things. And then now I'm basically about at the point to where I will be putting the ECU in here, and then plugging it in and then putting it all back together.
Nice.
But just simplifying the wire, taking all the old stuff out, putting the new Emtron harness in, and yeah.
Well, here we go. See, they don't just do speed. So if you got a Polaris, another Polaris, or a Can-Am, they build them all. So here at Full Potential, they've got this over-the-top build with this Maverick R. Am I jealous? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. They've got this set up to where this could come right off during the day hours. So it comes off in like 5 seconds. But I mean, they've got everything done to this. King shocks, all of this thing just built to the nines. I mean, they've gotten it up to 112, I think they said. So, talk about a build. That
Yes.
didn't exist before.
This didn't exist before, so this
So you added
was
a belt fan. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
And you added a really sweet light bar in here.
Made by Snap-on.
Machine the primary, right, that's on it. Once you get the alignment, because as the belt goes to full shift in the primary, the angle has to stay the same in the back. So what ends up happening is if it can't float, well, then the belt ends up crooked. The belts don't like that at all. The temps just go, they skyrocket.
That's probably what's frying most of these guys' belts,
absolutely.
right?
So it starts with machining the primary, machining the secondary, machining the shaft. Once you get that part right, now you got 20% of it.
Okay.
Then you got to jump into the way the air flows through the cover, right? And machining part of the primary helps with that. And then obviously the way we duct the air into it, you know what I mean?
As far as like the ducting right here, is that what you're talking about?
Everything is a little bit. There's no.
It's not like one thing solves everything.
No, and we tried that, right? We tried that. Like people go, oh well, we'll bolt a bunch of fans on the outside of the clutches, and we'll do it. No, that doesn't work. And you know from going to Mexico, if you go down in Baja and you're running along the coast, the rocks are the size of softballs, right? Anything that's on the outside of these clutches, these covers, it's only going to be wires hanging because of the amount of rocks. You hear it in your Pro R when you're going around a corner at Parker. Constant. You just hear it hitting. Well, it's going to destroy everything. So you gotta, anything that you're going to induce into it, right? We got to grab clean air from up high, bring it in, but we can't have it mixed up with the intake air for the motor, right? So we got to change that. So there's just a bunch of little things that.
So you're really just finessing every little spot.
So what we did is we didn't release anything until after summer, like basically right now.
Yeah.
So all summer long, you know, from being out here, it's 125 degrees. So that's what we're testing in. We're up and down these roads on the dyno, back out on the road in stupid hot conditions to figure it out. If we can make it work in those conditions, well, most people aren't. Yeah, most people aren't riding their UTV when it's 118 degrees outside or 120.
Yeah.
Most.
So you kind of just tested in like the most extreme environment.
I tried, right? So and then replacing the parts in the primary, right? That's another little percentage just to reduce friction. So it's not just, oh, we machined some stuff. Well, now we're adding parts to it, right? Getting parts from Tap and stuff and putting some better parts in there, some roller stuff.
And we just missed Dave, right? From Tap.
He was just here, right? So he came down because the amount of power we're making on the dyno, we were pulling through the secondary. So then we upped the springs on the clutches to withstand the amount of power, because we had no idea that when Adrian was tuning these, that making the car with a little bit safer tune, we'll call it, and when I say safer, just bringing temperatures down, that we're going to make more power, you know. And on the dyno, we're making over another 50 horsepower, you know what I mean?
Your ultimate goal wasn't to try to get power, just to get reliability out of it.
No, that's all we're trying to do, right? But it just happened to get you got a ton of power out of it. Exactly. you got power too. So then that changed the dynamics of everything, you know. So so here we are.
It's one thing, right? You fix this, and then all of a sudden now you got to do this, and then now you got to do this.
Yeah, go down it, and we're deep into the hole right now.
Yeah, you can't just do it all in 1 week and think, oh, this is done.
And the Emtron computer that we're putting in these cars is just, you know, I mean, it's just computer. So I mean, it just does so much.
What I'm gathering is, you know, he can do live, you know, feed and everything, right? So if you need an update down the road, he can do that. You don't have to
we would let
send it in to him.
So we would let everybody know. We put everyone's stuff into the computer. So when we're getting ready and Adrian launches an update or something like that happens, we can, you know, send an email out to everybody. Hey, we got this update coming. All they have to do is have the data port in the back of their laptop. And then, you know, Ken from Push Turbo or us will walk them through how to download it into their car free of charge. It'll just be something that we find, you know, and we just give it to them.
So let's just say, you know, right now it's great, and maybe down the road we get 2% better, and you'll be able to give them that.
Absolutely.
So that's a good feature, you know.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, you guys got a good crew, like between you guys, Ken from Push Turbo, Emtron, and Dave from Tap. Like, got a good crew of just guys that know what they're doing.
I didn't go into this thinking, okay, yeah, we're gonna buy a dyno, we're gonna start tuning. I knew that I need to get somebody that has 30 years of experience, that knows, and you know, what better person
you don't wake up a tuner tomorrow.
No, what better guy to get than the guy straight from Australia to come down here, spend a week with you, get all these tunes done, and then if we're on the dyno and we see something that isn't right, we just call him, he takes over and does it from there. The only thing I'm doing is pushing the throttle pedal. Yeah. You know,
you just got to run it and then let him see the log.
Give him the log, and then he'll take it from there, and that makes for a good marriage, right?
Yeah.
So, and then Dave at Tap has just been a wealth of information on just clutching. You know, the guy's been doing it forever, you know?
Yeah.
So we have a question, he's like, oh, he's got an answer. Now just do this, Jeff, flip the ramps over, flip to the B side, add a little bit of this, add 2 ounces, and by God, it fixes it, you know? So, you know, but yeah.
How does it look, Todd?
Running.
Are you excited? The big question is, are you excited?
One step closer.
just got her all set up so she doesn't just fly off of the dyno. This way we don't die, right, Michael? We don't want to die.
We don't want to die from fumes and shit.
Yeah. We've all sucked in enough of those. We don't need less brain cells. Here we go. He's got his fancy TappClutch.
Change the water pump, the water pump on it, the intercooler water pump. Those tend to go out, so we change those to a Bosch water pump. Also the fuel regulator. The fuel regulator is gone.
I think it's just the tyres, it's the difference.
Better tires.
Yeah, and they just change the dyno a bit.
We're on the low setting, so we're on low boost right now.
Okay.
Keep rolling, now we're on, now you're on full boost, now I'm on another boost, so we just went up like 3.5 more pounds. Don't need race gas right now, it's just a 91 higher boost too. And you'll feel the difference. And we're just mashing it so that he can get some more data.
Yeah. All right, Todd. So you just got your car done over here at Full Potential.
Yes.
And what is your, I mean, the smile says a lot, but now you're gonna be a jerk about it. You happy with it? Are you happy with the changes?
Yes, like I have a smile on my face about my car. There's been it's been a difficult journey owning a Speed. This is 1 year mark today.
What are the main points that you're really excited about now with Full Potential, what they've done to make the car run a lot better?
My biggest gripe since day one has been belt temps and belt life. I'm on the worst end of the spectrum of customers as far as my car's been eating belts, and I've gone through 9 belts and 1,500 miles, which is horrendous. When I just drove it up a hill, grade 65, 70 miles an hour, I could never have done that before with a belt cover on. My belt would have blown. I never saw over 190s on the belt. That's running with the cover hard. It's 95 degrees there out. So I would say that
So belt's a big one.
belt's huge.
What about, did you have any heating with like oil or water temps?
So
Did they fix any of that for you?
I did change the ECU out, went with an Emtron, and the car on the dyno when we started stock form was a little over 150 at the tires. This is on a Mustang dyno, rear wheel dyno, and just tuning the car better with the Emtron, less boost, the car's running cooler. I picked up almost 50 horsepower on pump gas.
Just over 50, didn't you?
Yes.
Right around 50, I guess.
The car runs better, runs cooler, the drivability is amazing.
I noticed when we got in it too, it also starts really easy with the Emtron.
Yes, it starts
Like,
very quickly.
There was not like a
Right.
you know what I mean?
It's almost instantaneous. It's an expensive thing to do, but I'm very happy with the results.
I mean, I get where you see that, because I mean, I did Pro EFI with Sean, you know, on my Pro R, right?
Yeah.
It's not a cheap thing to do in ECU, but it is such a big game changer.
It's a night and day. Now there were some constraints on the car when they were building it, because you know money's always a constraint. And the way that my car is now, I'm happy. I'm smiling for days. It's night and day difference.
A couple things that I really noticed that they did was, it wasn't just one little change here or there. It was, I mean, it was like a 50 little minuscule
There's a lot of
changes.
things to do with clutches, with tuning of the clutches, some weighting, some
machining.
The way that they're making the air flow through the clutch cover has improved a lot. It's progressive, a higher RPM, more air is flowing through the car, which is great. That's what you want, you know.
Just kind of dialing everything in for every little car. Like every car is going to need a little bit different change to it, you know.
I've got more to go. I've got a oil cooler from Morgan Motorsports. That's going to bring my oil temperatures down probably 25 degrees or less. And engine temperature equates clutch temperature, because that's bolted right to the engine.
Yeah.
So that's going to run cooler too. So things that I'm doing in this car, huge win. Very happy. The results are great. One of my good friends is a dealer for Speed and has gotten a car from every shipment, and every shipment the cars have gotten better.
With time, everything gets better, right?
Yes.
So, well, awesome. Congrats, Todd.
Yes.
And we're going to have to go rip and see what this thing's made of now.
Yes.
I mean, you already took it for a rip, but now it's time for like some more big rips, right? We going to go doing it together?
Yes.
Are we?
Yeah, we'll go to
I
Camp
see
Razor.
hesitation in that.
We'll go to Camp Razor.
Okay.
Potential. Michael and his father, Jeff. What's your guys' phone number here if people want to get a hold of you guys here at Full Potential?
Yep, our phone number is 928-404-2071, down here in Bullhead, Arizona. We do a lot of suspension work, so, and also in the speeds, I've gotten into the shocks and I've tuned a lot. So revalving in the speed cars, respringing in speed cars.
All right, so I was very fortunate to hang out with Jeff and the crew and see what they've been doing, and they really kind of give me all the little secrets and intricate things that they've done to make this car run cooler and also run faster. I'm not allowed to share everything because at the end of the day, they have put a ton of time and money and R&D into these cars to make them run so much better than they were. And just like Sean from Pro EFI, like, I love what he's done. He's also told me some secrets that at the end of the day, everybody likes to steal everybody's product. I'm not allowed to really put every little intricate detail in the video of what they did, just so that people don't steal their intellectual value, because they have put a lot of time and work and money into this, I can tell. And it was awesome to work with them and check it all out and see what they've done. I've learned so much from them, and also like Sean from Pro EFI on what's making more power and how to get more power, also how to get things to run a little bit more perfect. Pretty impressive what they've done. If you need to get your car worked on and you have a Speed UTV or even a Maverick R, right here is a sweet build on a Maverick R. I was drooling over this thing the whole entire time. If you'd like to save yourself a couple bucks and make your car a lot faster, go to Pro EFI on their website. 15% off if you type in Desert SXS. So go there. Also, if you'd like a discount on Packard wheels or MTS Offroad suspension parts, we have them on our own website. Save yourself a couple bucks. If you'd like to check out our website, go in the description below, click on more, and then to our Shopify website, and then that's where you can get MTS suspension, merch. Also, if you'd like to donate on our Patreon, you're welcome to do that. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to keep these videos coming, give us some love and give us some support. Thanks for subscribing. If you'd like to support the people that support us, RPM has been very supportive of us, and we really appreciate that. Support RPM. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching.